We often think about computer maintenance, but what about laptop battery maintenance? It's a topic that's often overlooked. Well, Guru Stu from Sandia Computers is here to get us on track. Good morning, Guru Stu. How are you?
Good morning, Irene. Glad to be here.
Thanks for being with us. So we're going to talk all about battery maintenance.
Right.
Something that a lot of people wonder about, when we have our computers plugged in, should we take out our battery?
That's a very good question. A lot of people have different philosophies on this, but by selling, pretty much batteries for any kind of laptop, going, I don't know, 20 years, that we've been doing it, I usually tell my customers a specific thing to do. And the first thing I tell them to do is, if you're going to leave your computer plugged in all the time, what you may want to do is remove the battery and put it someplace safe. The main reason for that is that there's no need to keep it in there over and over again. Now, the advantage of leaving the battery in there, because there really is an advantage, is in case of a power outage, you've got the battery in there, so the computer will kick in the battery power, and you won't lose everything that you unsaved. So a thing around that is you come by Sandia Computers and get what they call a UPS, or an uninterruptible power supply. You plug the AC adapter into that. It's got batteries in it.
Right.
So in case of a brownout, power sag, power outage, it'll run your laptop like for 2 hours.
That makes sense. That's a nice backup alternative. And what about the quality of a battery? What should we be looking for?
Well, if you've bought an inexpensive computer, you probably have an inexpensive battery in it, as far as laptops and netbooks and tablets and that sort of thing. And you're going to find that up to about 6 months to a year, it'll start losing its charge, and eventually it loses its charge altogether.
Wow.
So you're back out in the market buying one of their real expensive batteries, that's what they want you to do.
Right.
Like $169, $189, for a factory battery. Well, what we do is we have a number of suppliers that actually build batteries for all of the different brand laptops, and no matter how old they are to how new they are, and the quality is absolutely amazing. So like we offer, in most of them, we offer 3 different types of batteries. One that's going to last about a year, just like the factory battery. One that's going to last 1 to 3 years, which usually runs about $10 to $20 more.
Okay.
And then usually one that's going to last 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
And those are about $10 more than the middle one.
I see.
So people come in and have an option. So we ask them, are you planning to hang on to your laptop, for longer than a year or two?
Right.
And most of them say yes, so they opt either for the middle battery quality or the higher one, because it's going to hold the charge a lot longer, give you more battery life.
Sure. Now, would we need to go with a more superior battery for like a gaming laptop?
Well, it's a decision you need to make. Now, most gaming laptops are plugged in most of the time. So they're very, very seldom running on battery.
Right.
And even if they were, the batteries are going to last only about a year, about a year, and last about an hour, if that. Some of the laptops, like this particular laptop that we're selling, has an 8 or 9 hour battery life.
Okay.
So we want to get a good battery so you can actually run it all day without having to plug it in, which is really nice.
That is.
And we even have some laptops that we can have running as long as 30 hours.
Really?
On a single charge, and it's absolutely amazing. And these are items you cannot find at your normal big box store or your big department store or wherever.
Right.
So these are things that people come and see us.
So when a battery is dead, is it just dead? There's no hope, you have to toss it out?
Right.
Okay.
There's
and
no
then we
hope.
replace
Now,
it.
a lot of people who have, now this has happened very rarely, but if you got a really old computer and the batteries are not available, we have sources where we can send the battery in and it can actually rebuild the inside of that old battery back to factory spec again, because you can't find them anymore.
Sure.
But we can actually do that, and it costs about the same as a new battery, so it's not expensive.
And what about the recycling process? Is it safe to put a battery in the trash can?
No, you always want to bring your used batteries to Sandia Computers. We also recycle computers, monitors, printers. Bring those in at any time, and we have a bonded recycler that picks them up and takes good care of them without throwing them in some landfill.
That's really convenient. Thank you so much for being with us today. And if you'd like more information, give Guru Stu a call at 332-7777 or visit him at Sandia Computers. That's located at 3625 Wyoming Northeast.